geldiniz. Törenimize geçmeden önce sizlere
Before we
birkaç
begin
duyurumuz
our
var.
ceremony, we have a couple of
Mezuniyet törenimiz
announcements
bugün buraya
to
gelemeyen
make.
yakınlarınız için Sabancı
Our
Üniversitesi web sitesinden canlı olarak
ceremony is being
yayınlanmaktadır.
broadcast live from the Sabanci University website for those who couldn't be here today. And for our foreign guests, there is English interpretation, simultaneous interpretation throughout the ceremony. And in case of an emergency, guests will use the front gate, while graduates and faculty members will use the back gate. Dear guests, for your security and for us to be able to complete our ceremony in time, please do not come down on the stage to take photographs during the ceremony. And we also ask our dear graduates to comply to the flow of the ceremony. The group photographs of our graduates taken on Friday and the commencement photos to be taken today will be delivered to our graduates over the next few days. We wish everyone a great commencement. distinguished members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished guests,
Lisans ve lisansüstü mezunlarımızı uğurlamak
to
ve
say
bu
goodbye
anlamlı töreni
to
yönetmek
the
üzere
graduates of
öğrenci
2018,
kaynakları
both
direktörü
undergraduate and graduate.
hepinizi saygıyla selamlıyor
The Director
ve
of
sizlere
Student
hoş geldiniz diyor.
Resources, as Rana Saka, I would like to cordially greet you all.
I also
Welcome.
have a great pleasure to welcome our international guests. Törenimize başlarken
As we start our ceremony,
gurur ve heyecan duyan, kurucu
I would like to invite our founding president of the Board of Trustees, Mrs. Güler Sabanci, who is always very proud and excited about the achievements of our students. Yes, dear youth, distinguished academicians, distinguished parents, guests, on behalf of the Sabanci University Board of Trustees, I would like to welcome you to our 16th undergraduate and 19th graduate commencement.
Dear alumni, dear faculty members, valuable parents and guests, on behalf of Sabanci University Board of Trustees, welcome to our 16th undergraduate and 19th graduate commencement ceremony. Sevgili gençler,
Dear youth,
bir Sabancı mezunu.
you are now an alumni of Sabanci University, and this is a privilege that only very few people can achieve in Turkey. You worked very hard for this. You put a lot of effort into it, and I know you're very tired. And I would like to congratulate you all wholeheartedly. And I would like to ask for another round of applause for all of you.
Ama unutmayalım ki
But
sizin bu
let's not forget that in this achievement of yours, your dear parents have a share at least as much as yourselves. So please, a round of applause for the parents.
gençlere destek olan ve inanılmaz biliyoruz fedakarlıklar yapan
We know that
anneler,
you, valuable parents, provide great support for the youth and act very selflessly. You are truly heroes of this commencement as much as our graduates. And I know today among us, because I saw it with my own eyes, there are a lot of young people that will be participating, sitting in the university exams next week, and some of them will probably be part of Sabancı University, and I would like to wish them all the best.
tabii ki başka teşekkürlerimiz de.
And of course, I have other thanks. I would like to thank the Sabancı Foundation that formed our university in 1974, dedicating all her assets for the founding of the Sabancı Foundation, Sadıka Sabancı. And it is the 30th anniversary of her passing this year, and I would like to commemorate her once again.
Türkiye'nin çağdaş medeniyetler seviyesine ulaşmasının ancak iyi yetişmiş, iyi eğitilmiş
Believing that for Turkey to reach the level of contemporary civilizations, the requirement is well-educated, well-raised young people. And founding our university,
gençlerimizin
our honorary president, Sakıp Sabancı, I would also like to commemorate him.
başta
And for our youth to be raised as well-equipped and sensitive individuals, our president, Professor Zehra Sayers, who has been with us since our foundation, and all of our academicians for all their efforts and all their contributions that they provided with love. I would like to thank each and every one of you on behalf of you, our parents here, and on behalf of our students. And together with myself, always providing their support and confidence, the members of our Board of Trustees, and all of our administrative staff, particularly our Secretary General Haluk Bal. And I would also like to thank dear Ayhan Sicimoğlu, who always turns our ceremonies into an unforgettable event. And I would like to thank Mrs. Yekta Kara, who organizes our ceremony perfectly, flawlessly every year. And I would also like to thank the Alumni Committee. Dear guests, we embarked upon this road with a dream to establish a world university. We aimed to create an academic structure that is internationally accepted and well respected. And we turned into an institution ranked in global rankings. And one of the most important outputs of this vision, and something we believe goes very well with the name Sakıp Sabancı, we opened the Columbia University Sakıp Sabancı Turkey Studies Center this year in New York. And together with the contribution of all our arts and social sciences faculties, this center was established, and I believe that it will be an important reference point for Turkish studies, and it will be accepted worldwide. And I would like to thank the inheritors of Sakıp Sabancı who contributed to the foundation of this center. And I would like to thank all our academicians, particularly Ms. Ayşe Kadıoğlu. Yes, dear youth, we embarked upon this journey to establish a world university, and you have been equipped with all the competencies for you to be a successful world citizen. So as soon as you walk out of this gate today, wherever you go across the world, you have the talent and knowledge to be able to adapt to the conditions of the environment surrounding you and to be successful there. Today, we heard Canan Dağdeviren in the commencement conference, and we were very proud. And we saw that our dream didn't just remain as a dream. She turned into a world citizen. We have graduates that have turned into world citizens and make a difference where they go. I graduated from university in 1978, 40 years ago. And today, the world is very different compared to the world back then. With technology, we witnessed one of the fastest transformations experienced by humanity. And that's what Canan talked about today. We are talking about giving citizenship to robots, establishing colonies in space, and we are talking about producing human tissue through 3D printers. With Industry 4.0, we are going through a historical turning point. But on the other hand, we still have a lot of problems in our country and across the world. Although schoolisation is increasing, unfortunately, the problems in the educational system have not been completely overcome. Yes, the amount of people dying in wars has decreased, but the effects of war is being felt very deeply in many domains. And there are some increasing trends across Turkey and the world, like not respecting different thoughts, marginalizing those who are not like oneself, or increasing intolerance. These are very dangerous developments. But when you look at the flow of history, we see that comebacks as such are only temporary. I believe that the upcoming years, both in the world and in our country, will be better years in terms of democracy and human resources. I am still optimistic about this because I trust in you and I trust in the education that you have received. At Sabanci University, you didn't only receive education about a specific scientific area or a profession. In this campus, you learned to respect human resources. You learned about rule of law and universal values. You learned to question everything, and you learned to believe in the power of science and knowledge. And just as Atatürk wanted, you were raised as young people with free thought, free knowledge, and free conscience. Today, there are smart robots that can do a lot of things, but those who build these robots are one step beyond them. We have smart people who build them, who are equipped with knowledge, who decide based on data, who know how to question, who dream about a better future, and most importantly, smart people with awareness, with a conscience, with feeling. The most important element that distinguishes human beings from all other living beings is awareness about feelings and to be able to manage these feelings. For that reason, no robot or artificial intelligence can take the place of human consciousness. And in this era, where robots very similar to human beings are being created, I believe that you will never be people who are like robots. Because you and the parents here have experienced love. Your parents have shown you love. You witnessed love at this campus. Don't forget what love is. Your feelings should be an inseparable part of your thoughts and your evaluations. You should be aware of your feelings, you should attach importance to them, and you should be sensitive about managing them. Don't forget that in the future, your most important competitive advantages will be being solution-focused, being open to collaborations and being constructive, and being able to take part in teamwork. These will be your important soft skills that you will need to continuously develop. Dear youth, with the help of technological developments, most of you will probably live until you are 100 years old. Isn't that great? Now, when I look at your average age today, it's 24. And when you look at it, 100 years of age may seem very far to you. Of course, when you look at it from 24 years of age, it can be very far. But you need to prepare yourself for this. You need to make long-term plans. You need to have plans that are based on a longer term than us. Living until 100 years of age means you retire at 75. So that means that you will experience a working life that will last for 50 years. And throughout these 50 years, the knowledge you gained from this university will not be sufficient for you, because you will not just work in one workplace. You will also change workplaces as well as branches. You will be learning new areas of expertise which you have not been trained about. You may need to plan 2, 3, even more different careers throughout your business life. And in this way, you will enjoy the pleasures of continuous learning and renewing yourself. And what will carry you to success will be your capacity to renew yourself and develop yourself. And this will also take you to happiness. For that reason, don't ever forget your university. At every turning point, I advise you to remember your university and keep your connection with your university. Dear alumni, some of you have already found your jobs, and most of you are trying to plan what you're going to do. And don't forget that people can only be happy in the jobs they love and they find meaningful. And you can only reach your goals and find pleasure if you walk on a route that you believe is important and if you walk on it passionately. So first, you need to know yourself well and do your best in what you're doing. Focus and portray perseverance. And don't be forget of change. And after displaying enough amount of effort, insistence, use your mind and use your evaluation skills and use all your competencies and change your route if necessary. Please show the courage to change and select new routes. You have been equipped with the knowledge to make selections and then make new selections if necessary. And on this journey, I believe that what you've learned will be very beneficial for you. But first of all, you should do your best no matter what you're doing. And I believe that in every work you do with such passion, you will make a difference. And tonight, when you are running towards the future, you should be holding your diploma in your hands and hope in your hearts. I wish you all the best of luck and all the best.
Sayın Güler Sabancı'ya çok teşekkür ediyorum.
We would like to thank Ms. Güler Sabancı. Now, we will proceed with the presentation of Dr. Gürsel Sönmez Research Award. As Sabancı University, we will always cherish the memory of Dr. Gürsel Sönmez, and this award is presented in his name. And this year, the following people have been awarded the engineering and natural sciences. So, Ebru Demir from Mechatronic Engineering PhD program, Behzat Zadrari from the Electronic Engineering doctoral program, Ahmet Reza Motazakkar from the Mechatronics Engineering master's degree program, and Çağatay Yılmaz from the Material Sciences and Nano Engineering PhD program. In order to present the awards, I would like to invite Ms. Canan Atılgan, the Dean of the Engineering and Natural Sciences Faculty, and Zehra Sayars, our President. We would like to thank Ms. Atılgan. And we will continue with the speech of our President with Ms. Zehra Sayars.
Değerli misafirlerimiz,
Distinguished guests, dear colleagues and dear graduates,
Sabancı Üniversitesi adına 16.
on behalf of Sabancı University, I would like to welcome you to the 16th undergraduate and 19th graduate commencement ceremony.
Sabırsızlıkla beklediğiniz
The day we have been waiting for impatiently has arrived. Today, we are seeing our graduates off to a new beginning in their lives, and we are here to share their joy and excitement.
colleagues and our dear graduates. Welcome to the 16th undergraduate and the 19th graduate commencement exercises. The day that we've been waiting for is here. Today we are seeing our graduates off to a new beginning in their lives, and we are here to share their joy and excitement. Sevgili mezunlar,
Dear graduates,
bir yandan uğurlarken
as we bid farewell to you, we are also celebrating the new beginning of your life. And that's the reason why in English this ceremony is called commencement, which means a new beginning. Dear guests, as mentioned by the President of the Board of Trustees, in the world and in our country, we are living in an age whereby we have a lot of contrasts and contradictions. Just to give you an example, the United States of America has decided to withdraw from the Paris Agreement, which sets the backbone of the climate change agreement. Yet, the total CO2 supply in USA is less compared to the European countries, meaning some of the states in the United States have even more rigid rules compared to European countries, and they're more meticulous about this. Globalization is yet another example. The Western world, who led globalization, is facing nationalism, protectionism, and anti-globalization movements. Another example. Even though the level of education is rising in the world, sometimes the majority, instead of rational thinking, they prefer to act with emotional reasons. So, the list of contrasts and contradictions can go on and on. But we also have to pay attention to the following truth. People and institutions, once they are built on solid foundations, once they have their principles, they would always be determined to march forward in their journeys. We shall never forget this. So, from that perspective, I also would like to give you some examples that we have seen in our university in the previous term. Our president, Ayşe Kadıoğlu, she's here with us today. Last academic year, she went to the Harvard University European Studies Center, and she's working there currently, and she'll be back. And Hasan Mandal, with us today, who came after her, became the president of TÜBİTAK, the Turkish Scientific and Technological Research Board. And we are very proud to see him as the president of that board. So the Board of Trustees have completed the appointment procedures for our new president and deputy presidents, and our new deans and deputy deans have started their work, and in this process we have continued our way with our strong institutional structure, old and new members alike. Since the day I took over as the president of this university, the students, my colleagues, our administrative staff, and our board of trustees have always shown their trust and confidence in me, and I am forever grateful for that. Dear graduates, in the most recent academic term, we focused on the strategic plan that we have launched, and we have initiated many new efforts in the structural and academic fields. Since our establishment, we have been a pioneer in many fields, and in the new term, thanks to our strategic plan, we have also achieved innovative changes. Let me just give you a couple of examples, because I always like bragging about these, especially I'm so proud of my university, so let me brag about it. One of these examples is the newly opened collaboration space. This is a space where we can convert creative ideas into practices, and this is a unique example in our country, and some of you have carried out your graduation projects there, and some of you are developing your own projects with your own budgets. Another initiative in the field of education was, together with our undergraduate students, and it's the PURE program that we're talking about. So far we had this program for our own graduate students, and now it's open for the students of other universities as well. And in a very short period of time we have seen a high interest from the students of other universities, and the level of participation is very high, which makes us happy. As it is the case every year, this year as well, we have been very proud of national and international achievements of our graduates and students from US to Asia, our graduates have brought value to wherever they went and they became successful. On the other hand, we also have seen unexpected events. In spring, we had an accident at sea during a trip organized by our students, which worried and saddened all of us. But the biggest consolation for all of us is that all of them survived the accident, and our students were very courageous and cold-blooded and very calm to manage this event, and we were very proud of their attitude, and we took our lessons from these events.
Değerli misafirlerimiz,
Distinguished guests,
geçtiğimiz yıl üniversitemiz
last year
stratejik
our
planımızla
university,
uyumlu olarak,
in line with our strategic plan,
eğitim ve araştırma kapasitesi
continued to grow its
merkezlerle
educational
büyütmeye
and
devam
research capacity through different centers.
geliştirdiğimiz bu yeni model çerçevesinde
Within the framework of this new model that we have developed, we have the centers for nanotechnology, composite excellence, finance excellence, and gender
yeni merkezleri de ekledik.
centers were added with new centers in terms of data analysis. We have the Verim Center dealing with that, and we have the Efsun Center dealing with surface properties. As mentioned by Güler Sabanci, at Columbia University we have the Sakıp Sabancı Turkish Studies Center that was inaugurated, widening our window open to the world. And again, in the field of R&D, we have innovative universities ranking, and we continue to rank as the first on that list. So, in a nutshell, we can say that our university is learning from different experiences, and it continued to have further progress. Dear graduates, by the way, I'll get emotional while reading these lines. I was your professor when you were freshmen, and with some of you, we continued to work together at different lectures and courses you took and in different projects. Our roads crossed, and throughout your time that you spent at this university, you acquired many skills and competences mentioned by Ms. Güler Sabancı. You took control of your life, and you learned how to take responsibility of your life. And you opened your windows not only to your surrounding, but to the world. And you focused on the fields that you chose, and while trying to find answers to challenging questions, you also understood the importance of seeing the big picture, and you also learned free thought and the importance of integrity and being against discrimination. And you have internalized all these values, and now new horizons are on the way for you. Some of you have already decided to take steps into professional life or academic life, and maybe some of you are saying that you need a little more time to think more about this. But in this very exciting period, it's only natural that you will face some uncertainties. As some of your colleagues were telling us, when we were coming here, you might have some questions in your mind, such as, what's going to happen to me? What will happen? How is it going to be? And in this period, even at the local level and international level, we have so many unknown things which might make one timid or shy. And sometimes you might feel as if you're not even able to take a step further. Let me confess something. I went through such a hard patch, and I even read a handbook to give courage to myself. It's called Fear the Fear and Do It Anyway. So in such times, you would always have the fear to make the wrong decision, to face failure, and to find ourselves in an unwanted position. Canan Dağdeviren very well put it in the commencement speech, inspiring us. She said, the success always spreads around. But let me also talk about failure a little bit. Writer of Harry Potter, John Rowling, gave a commencement speech for Harvard University 2008 graduates. And the title of her speech was called The Fringe Benefits of Failure and the Importance of Imagination. In this speech, she talked about the benefits of failure and importance of imagination. So, dear graduates, I have two pieces of advice for you. Do not fear making mistakes and do not fear failure. As long as you avoid harming people consciously, and as long as you try to put yourselves into the shoes of others and try to understand them, you will always overcome your mistakes. As long as you face your failures and be honest to yourselves, all the experiences that we have will turn into important acquirements, and we will learn a lot from them. And once we bounce back from where we fall, we will be stronger, we will feel stronger, and be more aware of what we're doing. And the second piece of advice that I would like to give to you is the following. Do not fear taking risks. In order to fulfill your dreams, you have to take some risks. So trust in yourselves, have confidence in your experience, and by taking risks, you can convert uncertainties into opportunities. So when it comes to taking risks, the founder of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, has a very interesting anecdote. He says that the biggest risk is to not take any risks at all. In this rapidly changing world, the only strategy that will definitely fail is not taking any risks at all. Dear graduates, trust in yourselves, in your common sense, in your mind, and in your experience in this new journey. Your families, your beloved ones, and your relatives, as well as the Sabanci family, will always be with you. May you be safe in this trip. We would like to thank Ms. Sayers for her speech. Today with us, we also have people supporting us, except from the Sabanci group and Sabanci family, and for their support, in order to thank them, I would like to invite Mr. Ferit Aktaş and his spouse, Ms. Gülcan Aktaş, who support our students with the Ayşegül Aktaş Memory Scholarship. And in order to extend our gratitude on behalf of our university, I would like to invite Ms. Güler Sabancı, the founding president of the Board of Trustees. We would like to thank Ms. Güler Sabancı, Mr. Ferit Aktaş, and Ms. Gülcan Aktaş. And now, in order to present the PhD diplomas of the Engineering and Natural Sciences faculty, I would like to invite the Dean of the faculty, Canan Atılgan, our President, Zehra Sayers, and the Deputy President of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Sadık Esener, to the podium. Our advisors who still continue their function at our university will be accompanying our students during the ceremony. Computer Sciences and Engineering, Erdem Kaya and his advisor, Selim Saffet Balcasoy. Biological Sciences and Biological Engineering, Molecular Biology, Genetics and Bioengineering, Barbar Hüseyin, his advisor, Hikmet Budak. Zaimi Han, the advisor, Hikmet Budak. Nur Mehpare Kocatürk, her advisor, Devrim Gözüaçık. Rahela Rahman, advisor, Levent Öztürk. Electronics Engineering, Ferhaniye, Omid Ferhaniye, advisor, Ayhan Bozkurt. Atiye Şafik, advisor, Yaşar Gürbüz. Industrial Engineering, Farhan Ahmet.
Danışmanı
Advisor,
Kemal Kılıç.
Kemal Kılıç.
Malzeme bilimi ve mühendisliği,
Material Sciences
malzeme
and
bilimi ve
Engineering,
nano mühendisliği.
Material Sciences and Nano Engineering. Yolca
Danışmanı
Belce,
Fevzi
Advisor
Çakmak
Fevzi
Cebeci.
Çakmak Cebeci.
Murat Gökhan
Eskin,
danışmanı
Advisor
Serhat Yeşilyurt.
Serhat Yeşilyurt. Burçin Gül,
Danışmanı
Advisor
Özge Akbulut.
Özge Akbulut. Leyla Hakiki Bude,
Danışmanı
Advisor
Mehmet Yıldız.
Mehmet Yıldız.
Çağatay Yılmaz danışmanı
Çağatay Yılmaz,
Mehmet
Advisor
Yıldız.
Mehmet Yıldız.
Canhan Şen danışmanı Burç
Canhan Şen,
Mısırlıoğlu.
Advisor Burç Mısırlıoğlu.
Matematik.
Mathematics,
Tekgül Kalaycı.
Kalaycı,
danışmanı Alev
Advisor
Topuzoğlu.
Alev Topuzoğlu. Elif Saçı Kara Karıksız,
danışmanı
Advisor
Cem Güneri.
Cem Güneri.
Mekatronik Mühendisliği.
Mechatronics Engineering,
Ebru Demir.
Ebru Demir.
danışmanı Serhat
Advisor
Yeşilyurt.
Serhat Yeşilyurt.
Vahit Tavakol Akhay.
Akayi, Advisor
Ahmet Onat.
Ahmet Onat. Merve Zuvin,
Danışmanı Ali Koşar.
Advisor Ali Koşar. We would like to thank Mr. Atılgan, and in order to present the doctoral diplomas of the Arts and Social Sciences faculty, I would like to invite the Dean of the faculty, Özgür Kıbrıs. Economics, Tarık Sultan, Advisor Eren İnci. Political Sciences, Bengi Ruken Cengiz, Advisor Ayşe Kadıoğlu. Osman Zeki Gökçe, Advisor Mehmet Emre Hatipoğlu. Ezgi Uzun, Advisor Meltem Müftüler Baç. We would like to thank Mr. Esener, Ms. Sayers, and Mr. Kıbrıs, and thank you. And now, I would like to invite our graduate program's valedictorian, Ebru Demirvar, from the Mechatronics Engineering program.
Distinguished members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished professors, dear guests, dear families, and dear friends. Sometimes sleepless nights and sometimes the excitement of new discoveries, and through the love of our close ones, we reach this days. Welcome. Thank you for sharing this journey with us. I'm pretty sure it was as exhausting for you as it was exhausting for us. Thank you very much for your support. As someone who spent 11 years at Sabanci, I can wholeheartedly say that our university is not just an educational institution, it was also a home for us, especially for graduate students. We spent so much time here. There were times that we saw our friends more than our siblings, and we saw our professors more than our parents. It was like our second family. You know, during adolescence, you sometimes feel all tied up and you just want to escape. We experienced that from time to time as well. But now that we're leaving, we have already started missing our home because we learned so much here. We worked together with people we didn't know before, and we figured out that science was a common language. And the interdisciplinary approach of our university contributed hugely to our lives. We met engineers and artists, and our professors always left their door open for us. They taught us that not knowing was not a gap, but we could ask and learn. And we learned how to research and find what is right. We lived and worked together with people who had contrasting thoughts with us. And we learned that this was a richness. We had friends from different cultures, and there were times when we had long nights. We would support each other and not sleep. And when we fell asleep on our desk, we felt the smell of coffee approaching our desk, and that's where we learned about friendship. And if we could come together and help each other reach our dreams, even get a single step closer to our dreams, we learned that we could all succeed. So whatever there needs to be done in this country, we can do it if we're together. We are still hopeful because we have confidence in ourselves and we confide in each other. The future will be beautiful. Thank you very much, and I wish you a good evening. We would like to thank Ebru Demir and for the conferral of the PhD diplomas of the Engineering and Natural Sciences faculty. We would like to invite the Dean, Mrs. Canan Atılgan, and our President, Ms. Zehra Sayers, and our 2017-28 academic year rector and TÜBİTAK President, Mr. Hasan Mandal. For Computer Sciences and Engineering, Beste Seymen. Mustafa Kemal Taş. For Biological Sciences, Bioengineering, Molecular Biology, Genetics and Bioengineering, Öznur Aktay, Sevde Nur Karataş, Nazlı Kocatu, Electronics Engineering, Muhammed Omer Asim, Naime Atabakilacini, Industrial Engineering, İbrahim Utku Arık, Alihan Çelik, Hazal Ercan, Elif Naz Ertekin, Barış Esen, Özlem Karadeniz Alver, Didem Koçan, Physics, Deniz Boz, Ali Arda Genceli, Material Sciences and Engineering, Material Sciences and Nanoengineering, Betül Altın, Deniz Anıl, Melike Barak, Emre Burak Boz, Mir Saccad Musavi, İpeknaz Özden, Naime Recebalizade Mujarred, Hilal Şenuysal, Murat Tansan, Onur Zırhlı, Mathematics, Beril Talay, Aykı Telciyan, Mechatronic Engineering, Zeyn Fuad, Hande Karamahmutoğlu, Ekin Yağış, Yağmur Yıldızhan, Production Engineering, Süleyman Asif, Araş Ebrahimi Aragizad, Sefa Kemal Mandal, Safiye Canset Mercan, Ömer Faruk Sapmaz. We would like to thank Mrs. Atılgan. And now for the conferral of the PhD diplomas of Art and Social Sciences faculty, I would like to invite the Dean of the faculty, Özgür Kıbrıs. European Studies, Begüm Baydar. Eray Erbil. Miray Keskin. Economics.
Açıkgöz.
Atakan Açıkgöz,
Sinem Balkuvar.
Sinem Balkuvar,
Özge Elif Cesur.
Özge Elif Cesur,
Nazan Demir.
Nazan Demir,
Hamide Keskin.
Hamide Keskin,
Yusuf Süha Kulu.
Yusuf Süha Kulu,
Özde Özkaya.
Özde Özkaya,
Dilek Şahin.
Dilek Şahin,
Ece Yegane.
Ece Yegane,
Görsel sanatlar
Visual
ve
Arts
görsel
and Visual
iletişim
Communication
tasarımı.
Design,
Deniz
Uncular,
Merve,
Merve
Yalçın.
Yalçın,
Siyaset bilimi.
Political Sciences,
Abulaiti
Abulaiti Abudullah,
Adea,
Gafuri,
Tarih.
History,
Çetin.
Yeşim Çetin,
Tunahan,
Tunahan
Durmaz.
Durmaz, Gülseher Gürgen, İsmail Noyan,
Uyuşmazlık
Conflict
analizi ve
Analysis
çözümü.
and Resolution,
Buse
Buse
Dingiltepe.
Dingiltepe,
Hatice Kandimova.
Hatice Kandimova,
Hande Kayma.
Hande Kayma,
Turan Keleş.
Turan Keleş,
Beyza Mumcular.
Beyza Mumcular,
Mert Öz.
Mert Öz,
Sayın Kıbrıs'a teşekkür ediyoruz. Yönetim
We
Bilimleri
would like to
Fakültesi
thank
yüksek lisans
Ms.
diplomalarının
Kıbrıs,
takdimi
and
için
for
fakülte
the conferral of the
dekanımız
PhD
Sayın
diplomas
Nihat
of the School of
Kasap'ı davet
Management,
ediyorum.
I would like to invite the Dean of the Faculty, Mr. Nihat Kasap.
İş analitiği
Business Analytics,
Osman
Can Gençyürek,
Cemre,
Cemre
Gökalp,
Gökalp,
Habibullah,
Kordrostami,
Anadil Muhammed,
Anadil Muhammed,
Mine Tuna,
Mine Tuna,
Cem
Cem
Yılmaz,
Yılman,
doktora ve
we
yüksek
have
lisans
completed the
diplomalarının
conferral
takdimini
of the
tamamladık.
PhD
Sayın
and
Mandal,
graduate
Sayın
diplomas.
Sayer ve
We would
Sayın
like to
Kasap'a
thank
teşekkür ediyoruz.
Distinguished Mr. Mandal, Sayers, and Kasap.
We will continue our ceremony with the undergraduate program's valedictorian's speech, Selin Onat, from the Industrial Engineering program, undergraduate student. Distinguished members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished President, my professors, dear parents, and my dear friends. New beginnings are always nice, but endings are always difficult. When you meet someone, it's exciting, but if you get separated, it's sour. As the class of 2018, we have spent the best times of our lives in our university, and we are saying goodbye to the university life in this commencement, and welcome all to this ceremony. Yes, today is the beginning of an end. It's maybe a day we will never forget in our lives, and being here with you today is a very exciting thing for me, and it gives me proud as well. But of course, leaving this place also saddens me, as you would appreciate. Under this roof, we have had so nice memories that we had shed a lot of tears and laughter. We had friendships established, and we are leaving behind all these memories and love, and it gives sorrow to me. Me and 70 friends, we had this accident in the past months in Fethiye, and that was also an unforgettable moment for all of us. Yes, as your hopes, we are about to take our first steps to our professional life. The Republican principles and Atatürk's principles will be guiding us throughout this way in our direction. Our greatest desire is to make sure that you believe in us, that we will show our full effort and self-sacrifice to make our country reach the level of contemporary civilizations in the way our great leader Gazi Mustafa Kemal Atatürk has drawn. Four years ago, most of us were maybe excited, maybe concerned when we set forth on this journey, and we are now at the end of this journey, but being a member of the Sabanci University family will always be a source of pride for us, and we will also reflect these privileges to the generations to come as well. If we assume that life is a thorny path, the days we have spent at Sabanci University were not that thorny, but was full of roses, and it will always have its place in our hearts, and we will cherish this memory. Of course, promises always have to be kept, so we promise that we will also succeed in our professional lives, and that's why we are here standing in front of you this evening. Well, we are glad to have your presence with us, esteemed professors, and important friendships that we can always rely on. Your existence has always been strength for us, and it will help us concentrate on our future success in our lives. And last but not least, I would like to extend the greatest thanks of this evening to the families, my family, and all of the families and parents who are here with us, who made great efforts. Now it's time for you to be proud of us. The class of 2018 is coming. Hold tight. I would like to greet you all with love and respect, And I wish that we will never forget these beautiful years we've spent together. And I wish that all the dreams in your hearts will be fulfilled. Goodbye. We would like to thank Selin for this very nice speech. And now we are going to fulfill the will of late Sakıp Sabancı, the honorary president of our university. Mr. Sakıp Sabancı wanted to give and present an award to the students who are top of their classes from the fund that was established on his name. So I would like to invite from the Faculty of Engineering and Natural Sciences, Molecular Biology, Genetics and Bioengineering Program graduate Mehmet Oğuz Gök. And I would like to invite Alexander Gruber, the top of the class of School of Management, graduate of Management, Business Management, top of class for Arts and Social Sciences Faculty, graduate of Cultural Studies Program, Ebrar Nefes. Ebrar also successfully completed the minor in Gender Studies. And in order to present the awards, I would like to invite Ms. Güler Sabancı, the founding president of the Board of Trustees. We would like to thank Ms. Sabancı. On this important day, whereby we're bidding farewell to our new graduates, we also have our previous graduates with us. In order to deliver a speech, I would like to invite Zeynep Bahar Çelik, the president of the Sabancı University Alumni Association. Dear Sabancı University family, distinguished guests, if you allow me, I would like to address the class of 2018 in this speech. The graduates, distinguished graduates of Sabancı University, first of all, welcome. As one of the first graduates of Sabancı University, when I see your excitement tonight, I went back to 15 years ago. 15 years ago, I was also here just like you. I was confused, excited, and I'm very proud to be celebrating your graduation today. I'm sure all of you had dreams in your minds when you came to this university, and I'm sure you have even more dreams tonight as you are leaving this university, because dreaming is also about hoping, and I hope you never lose hope and your dreams. We learned in this university to be people who were not limited in their thoughts, who were supported in terms of creative thinking, being open-minded, and I'm sure that as years go by, you will appreciate the importance of this even more. And it's important to convert differences into richnesses, and it's important to appreciate the importance of freedom of thought and not being afraid of change and being creative. And we learned all these values at this university, and I hope all these values will be your compass in your future endeavors. I'm sure that life will present you a lot of opportunities, and you will seize those opportunities together. I say together because under the roof of Sabancı University, we always share our sorrow, success, and happiness. So we need to support one another, share our experiences, and we always strengthen our connection. Now you are a member of this family with more than 5,000 alumni. We are, as SÜMET, the Sabancı University Alumni Association, are going to be there for you whenever and wherever you need it. And I hope As soon as possible, you will be joining our association and further enrich the family of Sabanci University alumni. I wish you a very happy and hopeful life. Thank you.
Sayın Çelik'e teşekkür ederim.
We would like to thank Mrs. Çelik and for the conferral of the undergraduate diplomas of engineering and natural sciences faculty. I would like to invite our dean, Mrs. Canan Atılgan, our president, Ms. Zehra Sayers, and member of the board of trustees, Mr. Sinan Tara.
Bilgisayar bilimi ve mühendisliği.
Computer sciences and engineering, Ufuk Akgeyik,
Taha Atakan Akyıldız.
Taha Atakan Akyıldız,
Basim Alkira Atik.
Basim Alkira Atik, Mathematics Minor Program, Orhun Barış,
Muhammed Mücahit Benlioğlu.
Muhammed Mücahit Benlioğlu,
Boğatarkan.
Aysu Boğat Arkan, Mechatronic Engineering Double Major Program, Sevdenur Bozdoğan,
Çift Anadolu.
School of Management Double Major Program, Erdem Bozkurt,
Erdem Böcügöz.
Erdem Böcügöz,
Gülsüm Can. Matematik Yan Dal.
Gülsüm Can, Mathematics Minor Program,
Eda Deniz Caner.
Eda Deniz Caner, Sinan Cem Çaylı,
Değer.
Itır Ege Değer, Mathematics Minor Program, Ozan Doğrultan, Kadir Can Ekşi, Emre Emin, Mathematics Minor Program, Veysel Er, Mathematics Minor Program, Veli Can Erdem, İpek Gani Yusufoğlu, Deniz Gökçin, Ahmet Ege Güldalı, Cihan Karluk, Seliz Kaya, Furkan Kemikli, Yalçın Can Kılıç, Mathematics Minor Program, Mert Koşan, Muhammed Muvaffak Onuş, Economics Double Major Program, Mustafa Emre Özdinçer, İzel Özer, Batuhan Özkan, Ayşe İrem Özmen, Oğuz Özsaygın, Kaan Saraçoğlu, Mehmet Ozan Servet, Çağan Sevim, Selin Sezer, Şurcil Şabi, Material Sciences and Nanoengineering Double Major Program, Hakan Sılay, Mehmet Eray Şen, Hasret Şengül Taşkın, Mathematics Minor Program, Berkan Teber, Economics Double Major Program, Kerem Oğurcan Uncuoğlu, Cansu Ünal, Alkan Batansever, Ece İlayda Yenmez, Barış Han Yeşilnil, Aras Yıldız, Business Analytics Minor Program, Şemsettin Oğuz Yüksek, Ömer Zekeriya, Umut Zenger, Biological Sciences and Bioengineering, Molecular Biology, Genetics and Bioengineering, Ceyda Seren Ceyhan, Chemistry Minor Program, Çise İpek Çınar, Art Concept and Critics Minor and Psychology Minor Program, Yılmaz Can Hiç Yılmaz, Veysel Oğulcan Kaya, Nazlı Cansu Koçak, Serva Özarı, Chemistry Minor and Psychology Minor Programs, Derya Özdamarlı, Burak Paşa, Su Sarlar, School of Management Double Major Program, Zeynep Selçuk Chemistry Minor and Psychology Minor programs. Hilal Şamdanlı. Ezgi Şengün. Chemistry Minor and Psychology Minor programs. Hayrettin Mehmet Tüzün. Chemistry Minor and Psychology Minor programs. Mahruk Osmani. Chemistry Minor program. İdil Yüksekel. Psychology Minor program.
Elektronik mühendisliği.
Electronics Engineering. Burak Aksar.
Ecem Naz Ayangil.
Ecem Naz Ayangil.
Abdurrahman Ayhan.
Abdurrahman Ayhan. Computer Sciences and Engineering Double Major and Mathematics Minor program. Yunus Emre Bahar. Physics Minor program.
Ahmet Fariz Bingöl.
Ahmet Fariz Bingöl.
Serkan Bitmezler.
Sertan Bitmezler. Hüseyin Can Çakar. Hande Nur Çalışkan. Mathematics Minor program.
Mertcan Çokbaş.
Mertcan Çokbaş. Melih Arda Düzçeker. Computer Sciences and Engineering Double Major program.
Halil Alperen Erol.
Halil Alperen Erol. Utku Fışkın.
Burak
Burak Giritlioğlu.
Işık Berke Güngör.
Işık Berke Güngör. Mehmet Tevfik Güven.
Mert Kara.
Mert Kara. Computer Sciences and Engineering Double Major program.
Jülide Kayapınar.
Jülide Kayapınar.
Köksal.
Oğuzkan Köksal. Anıl Kulan.
Bulut Kuşkonmaz.
Bulut Kuşkonmaz. Mathematics Minor program.
Şeyma Selcan Mağara.
Selma Şeycan Mara. Computer Sciences and Engineering Double Major program. Ceren Öztürk.
Eren Mert.
Eren Mert Saltoğlu.
Şerif Soner Serbest.
Serif Soner Serbest. Psychology Minor program.
Süoğlu.
Yiğit Suoğlu.
Ahmet Ayberk Tarçın.
Ahmet Ayberk Tarçın.
Mehmet Ege Can Ulusoy.
Mehmet Ege Can Ulusoy.
Can Dost Yavuz.
Can Dost Yavuz.
Malzeme bilimi ve
Material Sciences and Engineering, Material Sciences and Nanoengineering, Elit Açılan, Physics Minor Program, Ramiz İmran Arbi, Chemistry Minor Program,
Mehmet Cemal Atay.
Mehmet Cemal Atay,
Tunahan Aytaş.
Tunahan Aytaş, Molecular Biology, Genetics and Bioengineering Double Major and Chemistry Minor Program, Rahman Yusuf Azimi, Fatma Nalan Çetin, Molecular Biology, Genetics and Bioengineering Double Major and Chemistry Minor Program,
Mehmet Kerem Çıtak.
Mehmet Kerem Çıtak, Molecular Biology, Genetics and Bioengineering Double Major and Chemistry Minor Program, Oğuzhan Çolak, Ece Deniz, Molecular Biology, Genetics and Bioengineering Double Major and Chemistry Minor Program, İpek Efe, Chemistry Minor Program, Derya Berkin Gürel, Fatima Haji, Chemistry Minor Program, Necdet Özçelik, Ayça Şenol, Chemistry Minor and Energy Minor Program, Buse Tatlı. We would like to thank Ms. Tara, and we would like to ask her to take her seat, please. And I would now like to invite Mr. Aydın Günter, member of the Board of Trustees. Mechatronic Engineering, Burak Aksoy, Computer Sciences and Engineering Double Major Program, Rana Altay, Energy Minor Program, Ahmethan Başak, Onur Cengiz, Akın Çetin, Halil Berk Çetinkaya, Kaan Çimir, İrfan Demircioğlu, Berke Dilekoğlu, Computer Sciences and Engineering Double Major Program. Mehmet Emir Ekizceli. Enver Ersen. Yusuf Ziya Güleray. Mert İçduygu. Tamer İrdiren. Halil Umur İskar. Energy Minor Program. Mehmet Musa Karakelloğlu. Computer Sciences and Engineering Double Major Program. Muhammed Saad Katri. Hakan Kılınç. Mathematics Minor and Energy Minor Program. Alperen Kural, Energy Minor Program. Cengizhan Koçaslan. Doğukan Kumru. Ali Mahad. Cansu Öztürk. Baturhan Paksoy. Ahmet Sapan, Computer Sciences and Engineering Double Major Program. Pınar Dilara Şenseven. Osman Sayed, Energy Minor Program. Emre Şimşek. Ahmet Burak Tokatlıoğlu. Mehmet Fazıl Tunçay. Burak Tunçbilek. Kartal Batuhan Uçar. Onur Uyan. Batuhan Yalçın. Ali Rıza Dorukan Yavaş. Akil Doruk Yılmaz. Sibel Yılmazer. Yiğit Tunç Yur. Berke Yüksel. We would like to thank Mr. Günter, and we ask him to take his seat. Production Systems Engineering, Industrial Engineering, Emrecan Adalısoy. Göknur Akbulut. Mehmet Akercan. Zeynep Ece Akıcı. Muhammed Batuhan Akıncı. Berkay Akil. Pelin Akkaya. Batuhan Akpınar. Kübra Aksoğan. Ceren Algan. İrem Arık. Onur Aşçı. Rual Atabek. Duygu Ay Psychology Minor Program. Cemre Bartu Ayaz. Sena Aydın Psychology Minor Program. Bilgenur Aydoğmuş. Ege Aygün. Zeynep İpek Aygün Psychology Minor Program. Mehmet Aytekin. Hasan Hüseyin Ayyıldız. Elif Bahar Gülü Psychology Minor Program. Berke Ege Bakar. Canberk Baltay. Muhammed Ahmet Başarır. Taha Başıtaş. Sarper Baykalöz. Baran Alp Bayraktar. Mert Berk. Rümeysa Burçak. Derya Boğa. Berkin Boler'den. Yunus Bora. Orkun Boyacı. İshak Doğan Aybozda. Cem Bölükbaşıoğlu. Orhan Onur Bumin. Batuhan Büyük Erdoğmuş. Finance Minor Program. Muratcan Serdar Canlı Finance Minor Program. Onur Ciğerli. İlayda Çakıcı, Zeynep Cansu Çapan, Psychology minor and Finance minor program.
Ege Çavuş,
Ege Çavuş,
Bilal Çelik,
Bilal Çelik,
Övgü Şeniz Çetin,
Övgü Şeniz Çetin,
Baran Çırpın,
Baran Çırpın,
Doğu Çiloğlu,
Doğu Çileoğlu,
Buse Çoğal,
Buse Çoğal,
Oğuz
Oğuz
Çonkar,
Çonkar,
Merve Can
Merve Cankız Çoruk,
Yandal Programı,
Finance minor program.
İlke Çulha,
İlke Çulha,
Gizem Çuvalcı,
Gizem Çuvalcı, Finance minor program.
Mahmut Nihat Demirli,
Mahmut Nihat Demirli,
Sühan Demirtaş,
Sühan Demirtaş, Envercan Doğan, Oğulcan Doğan, Finance minor program. Oğuz Kaan Doğdu, Destan Düzgünoğlu, Yalın Umut Eker, Ege Umur Er, Ali Ercan, Fatma Esen Erdemgil, Finance minor program.
Aziz Emre Erdi,
Aziz Emre Erdi,
Berk Erel,
Berk Erel, Özer Erikoğlu, Aziz Burak Eroğlu, Su Ersoy, Baturay Ertaş, Saadettin Ayhan Ertuğlu, Kerem Esen,
Sayın Sayers ve Sayın
we would like to thank Mrs. Sayers and Mrs. Atılgan, and we ask you to take your seats, please.
Ateş olup yaksa
diplomalarının takdimine devam ediyoruz.
We will continue with the conferral of the
Sayın Canan Atılgan.
undergraduate diplomas of Faculty of Engineering and Natural Sciences. I would like to invite the Dean of our faculty, Canan Atılgan, President of the University, Zehra Sayers, and the Secretary General of the University, Haluk Bal.
Üretim sistemleri mühendisliği, endüstri
Production
mühendisliği,
Systems Engineering, Industrial Engineering.
Caner Rıza Etli,
Caner Rıza Etli.
Zuhal Gizem Eyvaz,
Zuhal Gizem Eyvaz,
yan dal programı.
minor in Business
Tuğçe
Analytics.
Yağmur Gençer,
Tuğçe Yağmur Gençer.
Özkan Egehan Gökalp,
Özkan Egehan Gökalp.
Reha Gören,
Reha Gören.
Elif Ceren Gülcek,
Elif Ceren Gülcek.
Birce Güler,
Birce Güler with a minor in Finance.
Güllapoğlu,
Onur Güllapoğlu. Cansu Güngör. Mustafa Necdet Gürcü.
Burak Güven,
Burak Güven.
Aslı Güzel,
Aslı Güzel
yan dal programı.
with a minor in Psychology.
İzzettin Alkın,
İzzettin Alkın Hekimoğlu.
Eren Hortum,
Eren Hortum.
Begüm Işık,
Begüm Işık.
Halil İlgün,
Halil İlgün.
Deniz İlhan,
Deniz İlhan.
Elif İskenderoğlu,
Elif İskenderoğlu.
Manolya Kabadayı,
Manolya Kabadayı.
Nur Ceyla Kalpakoğlu,
Nur Ceyla Kalpakoğlu.
Kerem Kankat,
Kerem Kankat.
Ergin Taha Kansu,
Ergin Taha Kansu.
Semanur Kaptan,
Semanur Kaptan.
Gülnaz Karakurum,
Gülnaz Karakurum.
Zeynep Karakuş,
Zeynep
Enerji
Karakuş
yan dal
with a minor in Energy.
Kerem Karaselçuk,
Kerem Karaselçuk.
Mübin Karpuzcu,
Mübin Karpuzcu.
Ayşe Sena Kaya,
Ayşe Sena Kaya
dal programı.
with a minor in Finance.
Ali Kesici,
Yiğit Ali Kesici.
Keskin,
Erdal Keskin.
Volkan Kıdan,
Volkan Kıdan.
Kevser Kınoğlu,
Kevser Kınoğlu.
Burak Kızılkaya,
Burak Kızılkaya.
Uğur Koç,
Uğur Koç with a minor in Energy.
Cansu Koç,
Cansu Koçak.
Kaan Can Koçer,
Kaan Can Koçer.
Kaan Aytekin Kotil,
Kaan Aytekin
Sanat
Kotil
Kuramı ve Eleştirisi yan
with
dal
a minor in Theory
Atahan
and
Koyuncu,
Critics of Art. Atahan Koyuncu.
Egemen Köken,
Egemen Köken.
İpek Köse,
İpek Köse.
Metehan Kucuroğlu,
Metehan Kucuroğlu.
Eyüp Dursun Kuru Mahmut,
Eyüp Dursun Kuru Mahmut.
Başak Kutlu,
Başak
Sinem
Kutlu.
Küçük,
Sinem Küçük.
Şükrullah Levent,
Şükrullah Levent.
Muhammed
Ahmet Abdelhamid Muhammed Şefik Maruf.
Emre Nuri Madaz,
Emre Nuri Madazlı.
Işıl Çağla Morsündü,
Işıl Çağla Mor Sümbül.
İbrahim Kaan Mülazımoğlu,
İbrahim Kaan Mülazımoğlu.
Ahmet Oktay,
Ahmet Oktay.
Batuhan Oktay,
Batuhan Oktay.
Özge Beril Okumuş,
Özge Beril Okumuş.
Ömer Bartu Onaran,
Ömer Bartu Onaran.
Selin Onan,
Selin Onat with a minor in Finance.
Ehad Berke Onur,
Ehad Berke Onuk.
Özge Orhan,
Özge Orhan.
Sarp
Sarp
Ozaner,
Ozaner.
Emre Öz,
Emre Öç.
Ozan Özdemir,
Ozan Özdemir with a minor in Finance.
Erim Özdemir,
Erim Özdengil.
Ata Altuğ Özen,
Ata Altuğ Özen.
Arda Özerkan,
Arda Özerkan.
Alper Ege Özkan,
Alper Ege Özkan.
Emre Çağatay Özkan,
Emre Çağatay Özkan.
Övün Özkan,
Övün Özkan with a minor in Finance.
Tutku Nur Özener,
Tutku Nur Özöner.
Ece Özşener,
Ece Özşener with a minor in Finance.
Oğuz Öztürk,
Oğuz Öztürk.
Batuhan Özyıldırım,
Batuhan Özyıldırım.
Arda Pekküçükyan,
Arda Pekküçükyan.
Oğuzcan Polat,
Oğuzcan Polat.
Serdar Sağlık,
Serdar Sağlık.
Melis Tuvana Sarıoğlu,
Melis Tuvana Sarıoğlu with a minor in Finance.
Yiğit Sarpkaya,
Yiğit Sarpkaya.
Işıl Sayın,
Işıl Sayın.
Barış Selçuk,
Barış Selçuk,
Berke Serdar,
Berke Serdar,
Elif Ezgi Sert,
Elif Ezgi Sert,
Yusuf Sertbaş,
Yusuf Sertbaş,
Can Sevim,
Can Sevim,
Umurcan Soğancı,
Umurcan Soğancı,
Oğuzhan Can Soyal,
Oğuzhan Can Soyal,
Ali Soybay,
Ali Soybay,
Cem Soylu,
Cem Soylu, Sena Söyleyici, Hakkı Ender Sübaşı, Baturhan Şahin, Bilal Şahin, Elif Şahin, Gizem Şahin, İlker Şahin, Serranaz Şalom, Erkut Batuhan Şener, Sevim Gözde Şentürk with a minor in psychology, Ahmet Metin Şimşek, Kemal Taşdeniz, Ayşenur Taşyağan, Recep Tekeli, Barış Temel with a minor in finance, Öykü Tınkış with a minor in finance, Ali Topçuoğlu, Deniz Topçuoğlu with a minor in psychology, Deniz Toraman, Hasan Esat Tozlu, Pelin Töre, Rabia Tunçbilek, Gönül Ulusoy, Dilara Aliye Us, Engin Us, Beliz Uslu, Kadir Uzun, Serhat Uzun, Evren Ünal, Nogay Deniz Ünsal, Tilbe Yaldız, Yağmur Yavuz, Cansın Yelekli, Can Yeşildağ, Begüm Yılmaz, the minor in finance, Emre Yılmaz, Sıla Yoldaş, Dilara Yürer, Batukan Zorlu. I would like to thank Ms. Bala and Atılgan, and we would like to thank them, and we would like to invite, in order to confer the undergraduate diplomas of the Faculty of Sciences, Social Sciences and Arts, the Dean of the Faculty, Özgür Kıbrıs, and Ms. Ayşe Kadıoğlu, Member of Faculty for 2017-2018 academic year and President. Economics. Ezadin Aref Ahmet Abbas with a minor in psychology. Özge Alabay with a double major in management, business management. Hüseyin Anas, Tuğba Arpacı, Utku Aydıner, minor in business analytics and finance. Mert Deniz Aykas, Talha Şamil Çakır, with a minor in mathematics. Hanife Emre, Elif İşbilen, with a double major in business management. Nazım İnanç Kayhan, İmge Kıpçak, Arda Ölmezsoy, double major in computer sciences and engineering and a minor in mathematics. Mustafa Kemal Paksoy, Alboran Pınar, Hüseyin Kutalp Soykara, Onur Berkay Sürmeli, Emel Şenel, with a minor in finance. Mobin Ahmet Varayş, Buse İlay Yıldız, double major in international studies.
Görsel sanatlar ve görsel
Visual
iletişim
Arts and
tasarımı.
Visual Communication Design. Eda Alacalar. Deniz Cündoğlu. Yaprak Buse Çağlar. Dilara Doğan. Yeliz Fırat. Güneş Garibli. The minor in Theory and Critics of Art. Mercan Hepiş. Eda İmre. Lara Kalecik. Hüseyin Çağrı Karaoğlu. Nayra Keskin. Paula Cohen Kasar. Aslı Koray. Nesli Malkoç. The minor in Art Theory and Critics. Berkin Özbatır. Işınsu Özkan. Irmak Pehlivan. Nebihe Pamira Tekdağ. Ali Tezulaş. Sinan Usta. With a minor in Art Theory and Critics. Zuhal Uz. Osman Sarp Üçer. With a minor in Art Theory and Critics. Özgecan Yalçınoğlu. The minor in Art Theory and Critics. Psychology. Fulya Aksoy. Perihan Cengiz. With a minor in Philosophy. Şeyma Çelik. Berrak Çerçioğlu. Fidan Denizci. Emirhan Emir. Serpil Endirlik. Deniz Ensari. Serra Erkman. Burak Erkman. Vanessa Gülzari. Elif Harani. Dilan Hazar. Ceren Merve Hız. Hafsah Esin Cavat. Kıymet Nazlı Kaya. Cansu Körpi. Sıla Kumral. Ece Kutsal. Tirbe Nur Minisker. Pırıl Öneren. Elif Özgüder. Ahlam Sakina Premce. Hacra Rahman. Selva Sonay. Neslişah Ayşe Sungur. Nazlıcan Şanlı. Nesibe Minel Şatıroğlu. Büşra Yılmaz. İlayda Yılmaz with a minor in Arts Theory and Critics. Zeynep Yılmaz. Merve Yorgancılar. Social and Political Sciences. Political Sciences. Beren Deniz Aladağ. Ali Cenk Gözen. Nazlı Gültepe. With a minor in Arts Theory and Critics. Anar İbrahimov. Kerem Övet. Asunur Suyun. International Studies. Damla Akdeniz. Rozem Çetinkaya. Anıl Kuleli. Şeyma Öktem. Sena Palancı. Mertan Yıldız. Alp Teoman. Recep Tilov. Aslı Yusufoğulları. We would like to thank Ms. Kadıoğlu and Kıbrıs. Thank you. And I would like to invite
diplomalarının takdimi
in order
için
to confer the
fakülte
undergraduate
dekanımız
diplomas
Nihat
of the
Kasap
School of
ve kurucu
Management,
mütevelli
the
heyeti
Dean of Faculty
başkanımız
Nihat Kasap
Sayın Güler
and
Sabancı'yı
Ms.
davet
Güler
ediyoruz.
Sabancı, the founding president of the Board of Trustees.
Yönetim bilimleri.
School of Management,
Emir adı belli.
emir adı belli. Anıl Akdeniz, Nur Akmanlar, Sena Aksoy, Alkım Aktaş, Amine Kübra Aktunç, Feyza Aktunç, Melis Altıparmak, Ozan Altu Altun,
Ekonomi çift anadal
with a double
ve
major in
finans
economics
yan
and
dal
a minor in
programı.
finance. Zeynep Arıman,
İş analitiği
with a
yan dal
minor in
programı.
business analytics. Ekin Arslan, Gülin Zelal Arslan, Furkan Cahit Asaboğlu, Emir Ataer, Kaan Ateş, Yiğitcan Ayla, with a minor in finance. Şebnem Aytekin, Aydan Babazade, Mert Bağdatlı, Yasemen Baran, Görkem Başkan, Feyza Bektaş, Mete Benli, Ayzat Bigali, Engin Bozkurt, Güneş Bulut, Muazzez Tuğba Bulut, Halil Cam Ciritçi, Yiğit Kubilay Çendik, with a minor in business analytics and psychology. Emre Çeşmebaşı, Hakan Çetinkaya, Talha Altaf Dakha, Aysu Ezgi Demir, Melis Deveci, Metin Alper Dodanlı, Elif Nur Zeynep Dönmez, Kemal Denizcan Ege, Elif Erdemgil, Mehmet Can Erinçağ, Hakan Erkli, Ali Çağrı Erol, Batuhan Erol, Serra Ertem, with a minor in finance. Korkmaz Cem Ertürk, Ceren Evcil, Sinan Can Göçer, Onur Gök, Oğuzhan Göker, Yiğit Günay,
Ekonomi çift anadal programı.
double major in economics. Selin Güngör, Elif Gürtuna, Güneş Hacıkura, Naval Hacı, with a minor in psychology. Sanam Hacı, Ezgi İnaç, Faik Çağatay İnalbars, Melis Su İnciroğlu, Asat Jafarli, Irmak Kara Hasanoğlu, İlker Kara Mahmutoğlu, Meryem Karimli, Mehmet Arda Kavala, Arda Tamay Kemik, Ece Naz Kırkıl, Ioannis Kolaros, Kamil Cansın Kolot, Gurur Köse,
Köstüklü,
Mustafa Köstüklü,
Handan Kutlu,
Handan Kutlu,
Aylin Dine Kuzay,
Aylin Diney Kuzayi,
Deniz Küçükçolak,
Deniz Küçükçolak,
Hatice Ezgi Lekesiz,
Hatice
Ekonomi
Ezgi
Çift Anadal
Lekesiz,
Programı, Halim
Double Major in
Memişoğlu,
Economics, Halim Memişoğlu,
Altay Oçak,
Altay Oçark,
Mustafa Ovacık,
Mustafa Ovacık,
Yiğit Özgü,
Yiğit Özgü,
Yankı Özgüven,
Yankı Özgüven,
Selin Özkardeşler,
Selin Özkardeşler,
Batuhan Özmutuş,
Batuhan
Cansu
Özmutuş,
Perker,
Cansu Perker,
Enes Senemtaşı,
Enes Seremtaşı,
Seray Somal,
Seray
Finans
Somal
Skandal Programı,
ve The Minor in Finance,
İpek Su Soyata,
İpek Su Soyata,
Canberk Şahin,
Canberk Şahin,
Cansu Şahin,
Cansu Şahin,
Eren Deniz Şahin,
Eren Deniz Şahin,
Gülnaz Şerbetçi,
Gülnaz Şerbetçi,
Gizem Şimşek,
Gizem Şimşek,
Larayip Tanvir,
Larayip Tanvir,
Deniz Tekdemir,
Deniz Tekdemir,
Aybike Tombak,
Aybike Tombak,
Burak Mert Tozlu,
Burak Mert Tozlu,
Fahri Trabzon,
Fahri Trabzon,
Begüm Turan,
Begüm Turan,
Merve Turan,
Merve Turan,
Ekin Türe,
Ekin Türe,
Ece Utku,
Ece Utku,
Zeynep Meriç Uysal,
Zeynep Meriç Uysal,
Harun Reşit Yağcı,
Harun Reşit Yağcı,
Selim Berk Yalçın,
Selin Berk Yalçın,
Taha Yurdagül,
Taha Yurdagül.
Sayın Güler Sabancı,
We would like to thank
Sayın
Ms. Güler
Zehra
Sabancı,
Sayers
Ms. Zehra
ve
Sayers,
Sayın
and Mr. Nihat Kasap.
Teşekkür ederek yerlerine
Thank you so much.
uğurlarken, gençlerimize
And we
bundan
would like
sonraki
to wish
yaşamlarında
success
başarı ve
and
mutluluklar
happiness
diliyoruz.
to our young graduates for the years to come.
Gençler hazır mısınız?
Young people, are you
Kepler
ready?
havaya!
Here. We would like to invite all our guests to the reception area at the performance center.
Herkes. Herkes. A, tu, ki, ka. Beraber geliyor. Evet. Sabancı şerefine. Sabancı şerefine. Hey! Hey! Hey! Efendim tebrikler hepinize, öpücükler sevgili gençler. Hastasıyım. Hakikaten.